Oh yeah, I'm just gonna quick document a bit on just the environment. This is not even an hour away from where I live, and I think it's important for the world to know what is next door, right? A lot of times, most of us go years, a lifetime inside of a block, a neighborhood, not even realizing what is just outside of our doors. And we also go to the extreme and we trick ourselves into thinking, oh shit, I gotta leave this state, or I want something different. I want to get away from all of this. And the truth is that no matter where you go, it's gonna be the same based on how much money you make, right? So if you make 30K a year, the environment is gonna be pretty similar no matter where you go in the United States. You're gonna be pretty much living the same. It's systemized, so there's not going to be much difference. The only time that you will see a drastic difference in not just the way you're living your lifestyle, but also the way people respect you, is going to be if you were to go to another country. But even then, you got to be thoughtful, because you get that respect and you get more stuff in a sense, but you also have to realize there's a trade-off, right? So it may not be as quality, or it's just a different lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily first country type stuff. But what I want you to notice is the names of the businesses that I'm passing, right? I want you to notice the name of the businesses that we're passing. So a lot of these companies already exist. They're not new companies. So there's the only one that I'm familiar with there that I've seen is State Farm, Kiki's Breakfast, and I think I've seen that Asado. But other than that one is not a good example. Next, back there's a Massage Envy and a Cycle Gear. Across the street there's a Regions. There's some really Action Gator. There's some pretty popular franchises in this area. But the one thing that I noticed is, look at the buildings, how well, I don't know if it's cheap. It looks expensive, but it's actually cheap, or if it's actually quality. I know for sure. And then also it's new, you know what I'm saying? So I have to be thoughtful and say, okay, this place is a newly built community, it's modernized, but man, yeah, I could be faking myself out. I don't know. A lot of stuff here looks different. It looks more high class than the typical place that I'll go to. But then again, I'm starting to see the congestion. I start to see it's like what I was talking about earlier. It's like if in the next 30 years you're making, let's say, $30 an hour, is that a W or L? You know what I'm saying? Like, which is it? If you're making in the next 20 years, 30 years, if you're making $30-40 an hour, is that a W or L? And to me, from my perspective, that's an L. And that's similar to what I see here. It's like communities have been being built, new everything, new everything, except the infrastructure is still the same, right? So new communities are being built with the same mentality that is in the communities that are in other parts of the United States. The mentality, what I mean is, yeah, they may be teaching them something different, but from a fundamental point of view, it's still the same shit. Like, they may know something different. They may operate within different businesses. They may, they may be taught. I don't know what they're taught nowadays in school, but the truth is that regardless of what they're taught, the fundamental, the system, the foundation of the system is still the same. So whether they make 100K, 200K, a $250,000, or 60K a year, guess what? The mentality has not been updated, has not been upgraded to be able to handle that. And what I mean by not handle that is not, oh, I know how to spend it. I know. No, man. It's like you're going to be manipulated. You're going to be forced. You're going to be marketed. You're going to be convinced to buy shit. And I guess the biggest issue is when you start putting that stuff into credit cards and pretty much subscriptions and shit, that it puts you in a commitment. That's where the problem begins to lie. And then you start building your life around that, around having to fulfill those needs and making sure that you can take care of those bills. and then you're back in square one. You're back at the rat race. So with that being said, like I think about, you know, I don't know, man, this shit, and they're building still. This packed at 2:30 and they're building, bro. So maybe this place isn't gonna be as it was, but I think now the people, the cat's out the bag, how they say. Too many people know the place, and I think now they just went ham with building the infrastructure they need, and they're going to the next asset. You know what I'm saying? Like this is, they're going to the next place. Like that's just what I notice about places is, that's my speculation is that there's certain people that get a chance to pretty much lay the foundation for the cities, and then after shit gets played out, they end up fucking going to, not played out, but essentially once people start catching up and this shit gets oversaturated, they start figuring out ways to, all right, we gotta find a new place. This is too hectic out here. You know what I mean? Those guys over there are not cool with all this traffic. Or maybe they are at this time. But yeah, man, there's some people that I know from experience. I've been in neighborhoods that, I've talked to people that are OGs and they've been in neighborhoods for years. And you always hear that, it ain't the same, you know what I mean? This place used to be nothing but grass, and now all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? So that's a reality. I understand that, and I believe that that's what's happened here. I mean, I think I timed it wrong. This place is probably a little oversaturated. It's way too late to the party, but I believe that the people that know, man, they took advantage of it. They made good money. And I know there's still a lot of opportunity here. I just don't know how to seize that motherfucker. But anyway, I'm rambling on and I'm in traffic. I didn't think I'd be in traffic, man. Keep growing, keep developing. Remember, we are one.